next guest is one of the greats of the game of basketball. She's a 3-time WNBA champion, a 2-time league MVP, and now a first-time author. Her new book is called The Can-Do Mindset. From Los Angeles Sparks, please welcome Candace Parker. You work on Inside the NBA. How is that experience for you?
Well, you know who I work with.
I know. We're going to get into that.
I work with Shaq and Chuck and Ernie and Kenny and so I get on Twitter sometimes after shows, and you know when Kenny runs to the board and they make fun of his knees.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes when I get up and walk on set, they say that my left knee looks like Kenny.
I hope not.
Occasionally,
I hope not.
I get made fun of for that. But other than that, it's great. I mean, we have a lot of fun.
You brought up Kenny. Can we talk about Kenny's knees for a minute? How did they go in like that? I mean, what's
Okay, well, listen. Have you seen Shaq walk? He got his hip replaced. Kevin McHale, I worked with him forever. Couldn't walk with feet. I mean, he couldn't. That's what made me retire. I looked at him and I was like, I can't walk like that at 60.
Yeah.
I just don't want to do that.
Okay, well, you have a great story with Shaq. You guys are working together. You're flying back to LA, so he invited you on his plane.
Yes,
First and last.
Yes.
Let's talk about that experience.
Okay, so I was new to the team, and we were in North Carolina doing a shoot.
Right.
And he was like, I'm going to LA, just hop on my PJ. And I'm like, okay, that beats getting in line at Delta and all that stuff.
Yeah, of course, yes.
So I hop on his PJ. This dude DJ'd on full blast for 4 hours and 38 minutes. And then proceeded the last 35 minutes to fall asleep and snore louder than the music.
Yeah.
So that was the first and the last time that I took Shaq's plane.
Now, what we have to let the audience know is that Shaq really is a DJ, but his choice of music is EDM. So he's blasting EDM music for 4 hours and 38 minutes on the plane.
On the plane, but then I work with him on Tuesday nights.
Yes.
And that's in the viewing room when we're trying to watch the NBA games. He's our personal DJ, but you gotta love the big fella.
Oh, definitely.
Love him a lot.
Definitely. Now, last weekend, you were honored by the LA Sparks, all right? Your number 3 jersey was retired. And there we go, right there. How was watching that happen in LA?
I think it was surreal. I've ugly cried at all of the championships.
Yes.
So I kind of got myself together to not ugly cry at the jersey ceremony and just be present. When you look up in the rafters, I can't say that was an intention of mine when I got to LA. I wanted to hang a championship banner, which we did in 2016. But I mean, childhood Candace looking up at all the greats: Lisa Leslie, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, Paul Gasol. I mean, you look up and your name is up there, and so to be able to show my 3 kids, and then eventually my grandkids, my great-grandkids are gonna go back to Staples. It's always Staples, never crypto.
Yeah. I give it to you.
Yeah, always.
True.
And to be able to show their name up there, I mean, it really is still surreal.
Yeah. How old are the youngest children? Because they're not familiar with you playing as an athlete.
My son, he's 3. So I have a 16-year-old daughter, I have a 3-year-old son, and a 1-year-old son. And my 3-year-old son doesn't believe that I played basketball.
Right.
He's like, Mommy, you played? Like, every time he's shocked when he sees me dribbling as a younger version of myself. So that will eventually, the YouTube clips that are grainy and not in HD, that doesn't do it anymore, but that jersey will.
Yeah, exactly. Now, it's interesting.
Thank you.
It's interesting because last week, your jersey was retired in Los Angeles. This coming August, your jersey will be retired in Chicago.
Where it all started.
Yeah.
Where it all started.
Now, you're in rarefied air because there's only one other athlete in the WNBA who's done that, right? Let's talk about that experience. How was it? How do you feel having your jersey retired in 2 different stadiums in 2 different states?
Again, I first picked up the basketball in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Naperville, Illinois. I grew up in the 90s when winning championships was like, you know, you finish school and it's a championship in Grant Park where the Bulls are gonna win. And so winning was super important. And so, again, we won in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
It was my first year back with the team. And to be able to win a championship in front of people that first saw me dribble a basketball was special. I think I'm gonna be blown away by having my jersey retired in the state that I first started playing.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing.
It really is.
Now, because when you're having your jersey retired, you're doing it for your friends, you're doing it for your family, you're doing it for your fans, how do you switch up your speech?
Listen, I'm gonna need for you to help me with that.
I got you.
Because I all of it
Okay.
I did for LA. So I gotta come up with something. There's gotta be like a sequel's gotta be better than the original.
Okay, well, you know,
I need you to help me.
Maybe we can have Chance the Rapper do something for you. You know, he takes 9 years to put out a song. Maybe he's been working on something for you. And I bring Chance up because, you know, he's from Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
My mother's from Chicago. My family's still on 2nd and Roosevelt there. So I should have brought this up to Chance earlier. When you guys won, he got a tattoo on his person.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Oh, he didn't?
He didn't. So we actually, after his song, he performs.
Okay.
We have a tattoo artist that's gonna come out.
Chance, I hope you're watching in your dressing room.
I hope he knows.
You're about to get tatted up.
Yeah, he's about to get tatted up.
You're about to get tatted up. Now, women's basketball, let's just say WNBA is booming. And I say that because I want you to talk about this pay scale. The Valkyries, an expansion team, right, joined the league. They joined at $50 million. Now their team has been evaluated at $500 million. I just want to hear what you think or what we can do or what the league can do to even the pay scale between the WNBA players and the NBA players.
Well, here's the thing. I think it's, you know, comparison, what they say is the thief of all joy.
Mm-hmm.
So I think comparing a league that is 28 years young to an NBA that is 78 years old is crazy. But what I will say is like numbers don't lie, and revenue share is a real thing. And it's crazy because the CBA is coming up this year.
Okay.
So we have an opportunity to actually do something about it. And I think the players have taken notice, whether it's new leagues, whether it's sponsorship, whether NIL. I mean, NIL has boosted the WNBA because guess what? Now players come in with a number.
Yeah.
And basketball is a business, it's entertainment. And with that being said, I think we have an opportunity to make huge strides. Scared money doesn't make money. We're seeing billionaires, not millionaires, now investing in the WNBA, which I think is exciting. We've seen the numbers, the viewership, the eyeballs, all that stuff. And so I think it's just proving that, it's proof of concept that, you know, the players deserve to be paid.
Yeah. Now, you know, before I let you go, I want to talk about your book, you know, The Can-Do Mindset. Let's talk about what this is about.
Well, my mom, so my name's Candace, short Can. You know, when you get yelled at, you're called Can, shortened. But I grew up with 2 older brothers that, you know, they've done pretty well. My brother played 10 years in the NBA with this dude. He played for the Cleveland Cavs. I don't know if you know LeBron James. My brother played with him.
Yeah.
And then my middle brother, he's kind of the black sheep of the family. He's just a doctor. So, you know, like 2 professional athlete siblings.
Yeah,
He's a doctor. He went to Johns Hopkins. It's like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
But growing up in their shadows, it was just crazy to watch them be so great. And so my mom started this mantra of being like, can do. And it became something that I started saying to myself.
Yeah.
Whenever I would enter into a room of people that didn't look like me, or whenever I would try to knock down 2 big free throws, whatever it was, I said that to myself. And then it became an acronym. And it stands for community, authenticity, dealing with negativity, the dash, which is the journey in between the start and the end of something, and then seizing and creating opportunity. So I write through the lens of all of that. It's not a basketball book, it's a book about life. But it definitely has some basketball in it.
Okay, I love it. Now, you know, since your brother is a doctor, and you've had all of these injuries, you've had 14 surgeries. Now, there was something that just stood out to me.
You guys aren't laughing about the kidney knees anymore. I want to take
it
the cackles
said
back.
you had reconstructive surgery on your foot in 2023 and 2024. What is reconstructive surgery of a foot?
It's what you would imagine reconstruction is. Yeah, I've had it on my knees, on my foot.
Right.
Definitely gonna need a knee replacement, trying to hold off until after 40.
Yeah.
But 10 knee surgeries, 2 foot surgeries, torn labrum surgery. So definitely talked about that in the negativity chapter and dealing with that. But I'm super grateful for the experience that I've had in learning who I was. And, you know, in that process, I think, you know, definitely adversity builds character, but it reveals it as well. And so to be able to battle back for a game that I love so much, time and time again, get knocked over, get back up. I think it's a testament to the people that are around me, the doctors, the physical therapists, but also like mentally. I'm proud of myself for navigating all of the injuries and things that came with playing with the game.
Right, yeah. I just want to, my mother's backstage. She's not in the audience tonight. I just want to say, Mama, Candace had reconstructive surgery on her foot twice, and her toes still look better than yours.
Talk about your mama
I'm gonna talk about my mama like this.
I can't let you do that.
The can-do mindset is available now. Thank you, Candace. We'll be right back with music from Chance the Rapper as he gets his tattoo. As he gets his tattoo.
Guillermo, do you know how many subscribers we have on YouTube now?
20 million.
That's right, yeah. That's why we're wearing these glasses. Thanks for being a subscriber. If you're not, help us get to 20,000,001.